Okay, I know you guys are dying to find out what we replaced the ID.4 with. You probably saw the 30,000 mile review of the ID.4, which we did love, thought it was great, a few little issues, not a big thing. And then you saw how we kind of said goodbye to the ID.4. And not that we didn't like the ID.4, we still love the ID.4, and we would probably buy another one, but we just needed something a little bit different. You know, we've had this car for a little over a month now, and we've kept it a secret from you so far. But we're not going to do that anymore. We want you guys to enjoy this car with us. And there it is. We replaced it with a Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium with an extended range battery. So this is actually space white. So it's got a little bit of a gray tinge to it. And I think even depending on what the sky looks like, it may even have just a little tint of blue. Now the one plus to these premiums are these wheels. So these are the 19-inch wheels. Now my wife does not like the GT wheels because they look like a flower. Those are pretty ugly. So you have to go up to the GT Performance if you want to get anything better than that. But these are the second best behind the GT Performance wheels. Very, very impressive. We love it. Now, the Premium also comes with this panoramic roof, which we love. Now, it is a lot darker than our ID.4. It doesn't let as much light in, but that will also keep it cooler in the summer. So that is awesome. The Mach-E's do have a frunk if you're not familiar with them. Some of you might already be familiar with them, but let's take a look at the frunk. It is not a powered hood, but it is assisted and stays up, which is nice. So now you can see the size of that frunk. It's pretty good size. This frunk is about 4.8 cubic feet, and it is waterproof. So it has a drain right down here. So you can fill this with ice and drinks and everything. That way you don't have to carry a cooler when you go to the beach. The other thing that we liked about this was the cargo area. You can see that this has a pretty decent amount of space. It's actually 29.7 cubic feet, and it's just a little bit smaller than the cargo area of the Ford Escape. But when you drop the seats, now you have 59.7 cubic feet of space. That is a whole lot of room. That is plenty of room for us. I believe Felicia could probably sleep back here if she needed to on a trip. And underneath this mat here, you've got a little bit more room. You got your storage cable right there. And then this can actually go down and go underneath those tabs and give you just a couple more inches if you want it. So what are you guys thinking so far? Do you like this Mach-E? I mean, a lot of people like them, a lot of people don't. No, it's not a real Mustang. It is a Mach-E. But they made this Mach-E to perform like a Mustang. And I have driven this Premium. I've also driven the GT Performance. And they do pretty much perform like a Mustang. This Mach-E Premium, it's almost 350 horsepower, and the torque is like 480 foot-pounds of torque. There is more torque than horsepower in this thing, and that's why it takes off like a rocket. It's 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, way faster than our ID.4 was. It is all-wheel drive. We just love it. It is a great car. I'm going to show you the inside real quick just so you guys can see that. Another one of our favorite features on the Mach-E's are the doors. So you just have this little bitty button right here and you press that and it opens up and you have a little handle that opens the door. That is awesome because think about it. Just really think about it. If you had a handful of groceries and you didn't want to put them in the cargo area just because you just didn't need to, I mean, but you had your hands full, or even better yet, you come about a Starbucks. You have a drink for you and your wife in your hand and you're walking and you need to come up and you need to open the handle to get in. Now, if you have a handle that you have to pull, what's going to happen to that Starbucks drink? You either have to set it on top of your car, maybe leave a ring up there, and then you have to reach down here and open up your handle. Not with the Mach-E. You have your hands full, like I got the camera in one hand, say I got a drink in the other. If I got my hands full, reach down, hit that button with my finger, pops the door open, and I can pull it open and still have my drink in my hand. And you just get in. That is a big, huge thing. I love it. I think it's great. Now the back ones, they don't have that little handle. So with this one, you just press the button and you grab hold right here. There is a black padded area right here for you to grab a hold of. Some people like to grab up here, up top, and that's perfectly fine also. But this is the main area that you're supposed to grab with your hand and open the door with. So while I got this door opening back here, I'm gonna show you the back, and here is the door panel. As you can see, we have a Bang & Olufsen stereo system. This does have the black onyx vegan leather interior on it. It is amazing. Really love it. It's not hot like you would think it was hot, but like I said, the tinted roof is a little bit darker than the ID.4, so a lot less heat gets in here. Plenty of room. The seat is obviously where I usually sit, and you can see how much room there is there. This is another cool thing. I love this. This is an awesome idea. This little switch right here is how you open your door. It's so much better than pulling on a handle somewhere or pushing a button to open your door. It's just right here, and you just pull it back and it opens the door right up. You got all your regular controls right there. There's your memory seating. Got powered seats with lumbar. Got the all-weather floor mats that say Mach-E. This driver's display right here is awesome. This little blinking thing that you can see on your camera, that is the eye detection for the Blue Cruise that came with this Premium Mach-E. And then you have the screen. This screen is 15.5 inches. It is the Sync 4 system with over-the-air updates that since I've had the car, we've already had 5 updates. So 5 updates we've had in just about a month and a half. So that's pretty awesome. That's more than I got in a year from Volkswagen. This is another feature that I like. So this brings up your trip, and you have the trip that you're driving right now, and which I've got the car running the air conditioning because it is a little warm today here in Illinois. We're almost to 75 and open sky, sun beating down on us. So this one will actually tell you how much of your power is going to exterior temperature, which obviously nothing because it's so warm outside. 25% to climate because I'm just sitting here running it. 38% to driving, and 38% to accessories. The other thing that they've done is now you can do your heated seat, and you can control level 1, 2, 3 on your heated seat. You just hit the button and then you can use the dial. The same thing happens with your temperature gauge. You can hit your temperature gauge and then you can turn your dial to actually change the temperature instead of having to push up and down here. You got 3 levels of auto, and right now we got it on the AC. So you can flip through your trips, see what you're averaging. We got trip 1, trip 2, and then this trip. I really like this. I think it's cool to be able to see where your power is going on your trips. Then the on-screen navigation, that is pretty awesome. And if you use the on-screen navigation and program to go to a Electrify America charger, it will start preconditioning the battery so that when you arrive at the Electrify America, you're at the optimal temperature to pull the max charging speed, which on this one is 160 kilowatts, which is also faster than our ID.4 was. It actually navigates you to chargers. And the other thing that we can do is we can say we want to go to Madison, Wisconsin. It's going to calculate a route, and then it's going to see whether we can make it there or not. Yeah, we are going to stop and charge for 40 minutes at this charger here in Chicago. You can hit their details right here, and it is going to take us to an Electrify America in Chicago, and we're going to charge for 40 minutes from 16% up to 74%. And then we will arrive in Madison with 12% left. That is something the ID.4 does not do. We really like the car. We really enjoy it. It's very, very nice. Lots of space, lots of room. Premium is loaded with everything, every option. It's basically like a GT without the 140 extra horsepower. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments. Do you think it was a good choice of getting this Mach-E, or should we have stayed with the Volkswagen ID.4? You know, we kind of went back and forth. We really like the ID.4. We think this is a better fit for now. We're planning to keep it for a long time, but we also still do have a reservation on a Chevy Blazer EV, so we're not sure what's going to happen there. But one thing I want to tell you is that we do have some plans for this car. We are going to do some range testing. We are going to do all the tests that I did with the ID.4. We're probably going to do with the same thing with this Mach-E.